welcome to Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez. We have our next guest who is a chef, and you are a single dad, which I love your daughter. I think she is just adorable. I love that you're teaching her business skills. We were supposed to get both of them, but she had to go to school. So we'll have to have both of you guys on again another time.
Yeah.
I'm excited to meet her.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely. She
You
will
have
definitely come
the
forward.
Not Safe for Work food pantry. So welcome, Chef Brandon James.
Thank you. So, yeah, no, she's in class right now. I already know. She actually just called me not too long ago and was like, "Yo," she was like, "the test, nobody could get it but me." I was like, "All right, child."
Yeah.
I was like, "We'll talk about it later." Then she was like, "Yeah, don't go be late for your interview."
Aw.
And she was like, "Mine's this weekend, so don't mess it up." I'm like, "How are you
That is
telling me
so
what
cute.
to
I
do
love
right
it
now?"
so much. So how did you start cooking? Were you
Definitely, you
always
got.
dabbling in the kitchen, or was that something that kind of developed over time?
It's something that, like, you know what, over time it did develop. I kind of grew up like in
Okay.
sales and marketing. You know, I was a corporate sales trainer for years, and one of my things was cooking was just kind of like a hobby,
Okay.
just to relieve stress to start off with. Basically, just started off with baking. Um, and I lived in North Hollywood at the time with my family, and I always
Oh,
had my friend come over, and he would park at my house because we lived like right down the street from the bars. So he thought my house was pregame central. So he would, and I mean, he would go to Costco and get,
yes.
you know, the big bottles of liquor. He would drink, and then he would, you know, with
Okay.
friends, walk down the way. And every time he left a bottle of liquor at my house, and I'm sitting
Wow.
here with handles of liquor just sitting in my house. And for me, work was it was a lot
Right.
because I was dealing with personalities every day. You know, as a sales
Okay.
trainer, teaching classes, it's a lot. Um, I just kept baking at night when I would get home because I was just
Yeah.
needed something to kind of decompress. And when the thought, I kept looking at this liquor sitting on my
Hmm.
counter, and I'm like, I wonder if I mix
Wow.
this with
Yeah.
this, you know, how would that work? Um, few trial and errors, and
Wow.
the desserts started coming out, and
Very
people
cool.
really enjoyed them. And it kind of went into like a little bit of a hustle, and then
Nice.
grew from there.
Exciting. So like you do cupcakes and then you also do cakes, and like what different kinds of things do you do?
So I do cupcakes, brownies, and
Okay.
cookies as of right now. We are looking to release cake jars soon, so you kind of get like
Nice.
4 cupcakes in one large jar. Um, Cakes we're working on. It's just a lot more of, you know, alcohol is very fickle. Too much, you know, it kills off everything. Too
Right.
little, you're not really tasting anything, and you wasted it. So finding that right level with fondant and everything for me right now has been a major thing. But we kind of like the
Yeah.
small treats, kind of just to keep it in
Okay. That's
portion
very
for
cool.
people, as you would say. Um, but we started with desserts, and then as of recently, I have expanded into food. I've catered a couple of events here and there. We're looking to
Wow.
start doing plates soon. Just, you know, with COVID and everything, we're looking at all
Yeah.
the. We're trying to keep everybody safe, but we are really looking into expanding. And I actually probably a little bit later on, I'll show you a guest. They'll be the first one to see it. We
Ooh,
actually just
I'm so
completed a
excited.
new cookie, so I'll probably be
Nice.
dropping that on the website tomorrow. But yeah,
Wow.
just keeping in with the rotation and everything like that. I mean, right now it's getting used to COVID and then getting used to
Yes.
this
It's got to
child's
be
homeschooling
different.
schedule. So
Wow. So when did you
definitely,
end up
definitely.
launching your business?
You know what? This idea. So I
Okay.
started baking back in 2013 when
Okay.
my daughter was actually born. The actual business end of it, I'm gonna say, probably
Wow.
kicked in about a year later, and even then, it was just doing stuff for people at work. Like people would hit me up and be like, "Yo, I
Yeah.
need a batch of those cupcakes here and there." I created a system like every payday Friday, I would have treats
Oh,
ready for people when they got off of work. They would place their order, get off of
yeah.
work, pick up, you know, take them home for the
Very
weekend or
cool.
whatnot. Um, and just over time, you learn piece by piece how to build it. Right now, I'm going through my social media phase because I'm not good at social media. So And now, and especially with COVID, it's like, okay, I gotta really get this down right now. And that's really just
Okay.
been mainly the focus of it right now. But it's a growth,
Yeah.
it's a day by day growth process. Like I tell people, business is a process. It's not a sprint. It's a race.
Yes, that's
Take
such
your
a great
time,
tip because
learn
it's
from
true.
everything.
You have to be very patient and just very kind to yourself too. And then, like you said, you have to learn about different avenues. And then with COVID, everything's just kind of thrown like a loop. So you have to kind of pivot and turn and figure out how to navigate new ways. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything
Yeah.
kind of just went haywire, with that going in and whatnot. So, but learning, it's always fun because I think if you're doing
Yeah.
the same mundane thing
That's
every
true.
day, you get bored of it easily. So, these challenges make it fun. That's how I tell
Yeah,
people,
I love that.
just
So,
learn and
what
grow with it.
recipes do you come up with all the recipes, or how does that work about? Or does your daughter help inspire some of the recipes?
So it's funny. Recipes
Okay.
recipes come at like any time. Me and my daughter are really big
Nice.
foodies, especially her lately, being
Oh.
6 going on 7. She Her appetite has been growing as well as her palate. So when we get chances, we try to eat out like at least once
Oh,
or
I love
twice a
that.
week and try different things or whatnot. Um, Upon trying different stuff, my daughter will be like, "Make this," or "Can you make that?"
Uh-huh.
So I'll start experimenting, and then generally in those processes, certain recipes come up. Especially with once we launch the food, like a lot of recipes for the food that I'm doing are inspired from like
Okay.
family recipes, stuff that I know like me and my mother, daughter generally eat and stuff like that, but putting
Right.
an alcoholic twist on it. Um, and then honestly, the first batch of desserts that I created, like
Uh-huh.
cupcakes, cookies, and brownies, each one kind of has a story behind it. It's like somebody or something kind of inspired or
Oh, I love
made
that.
that initial treat. Like
Yeah.
a story a lot of people don't know. On a quick note, like our lemon Patron twisters. They're called Mama Red's lemon Patron twister cupcakes. So it's basically a lemon cupcake with
Oh my
melted
gosh.
down Patron and lemon Skittles infused to give you
Uh-huh.
that bite in the middle, and then also we have a
Uh,
Patron lemon buttercream frosted. That cupcake that cupcake was the first cupcake I actually like made for marketing and like the actual company,
yeah.
like not just throwing something together. And it was because of one of my
Oh.
coworkers who was like a mother to me. She literally like after work one day, she walks up to me and throws me a bottle of Patron and was like, make me a lemon cupcake with
Okay.
this. I'm like, what? She's like, you about to start getting into this field. She was like, make me a lemon cupcake. You got a week.
Wow.
And sat down and I was like, I just thought
Yeah.
about tequila. Like, what goes tequila?
I
Lemon,
love it.
salt, lime. And me being a candy person, I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
hate alcohol's like bitter taste. That's why a lot of people laugh. They're like, how do you not drink liquor? I don't drink like that. Um, I look for ways to mix the
Oh.
drinks to get that bitterness out. So when we
Yeah.
incorporated the Skittles and stuff, it
Oh.
just and that's how it's created. That's also why that cupcake's called Mama Red's Lemon Twister.
I
Mama
love it.
Red
I love it. And I think
inspired
that's the
that
one that
cup.
I ended up liking on your Instagram, and I was making me crave cupcakes. I need some cupcakes shipped to me. I am in
Where are you
Florida, in Gainesville,
located?
Florida. So it's like 2 hours from Orlando.
Okay, so I actually okay, perfect. I have some friends out in Tampa that I'm going to be sending a package out to most
Oh,
likely of the cake jars. She has her own waffle company. It's called
oh, very
Waffle
cool.
Pop, like really popular apparently out there lately. So I want to send them a package. So when I do my little Florida pack, you see some come your way,
Oh,
just pop the
yes.
jar and dig in and have a good
I
time.
love it.
You
Yeah.
already know.
Tampa's about an hour and a half from me. That's exciting. So, yeah. So, if people wanted to buy stuff from you,
Um,
would they be able to start? You think you're working on being able to ship it to people?
so what? That's the
Okay.
whole purpose of
Exciting.
the cake jars. I literally spent. I literally like about a week and a half ago, probably about the 3 weeks
Okay.
prior to that, I was testing out the jars. I had a couple of people sample it. but really it was just seeing the longevity of it because of how, you know, shipping and everything is going right now. I was actually surprised to see that with
Yeah.
it being capped in a mason jar, it seems to last for
Wow.
about a week and a half, which is really good. So now it's just on to weight, how to, you know, properly wrap because we don't want the glass breaking. I have another friend that's an entrepreneur. She does like the brows and stuff. She sent me a message the other day.
Oh.
She's like, you know, they got plastic mason jars.
Nice.
Look into it. Lightweight, quicker to ship. I'm like, okay, hold
Yeah.
on. I'm like, you're just throwing my schedule off. So, but we're getting there. Being as you know, I feel like I've hit LA. I have a lot of friends in different places, and a lot of I got friends in Texas. Like I said, I got friends in Florida, Vegas, you know, Portland, Seattle. I got to get it
Yeah,
out
that
there
makes
because
sense.
they're going to be able to carry it and kind of bring it in. Yeah, but right now it's just it sucks that we, you know, shipping is hard. Being as we just want to be safe right now.
Yeah.
We don't want your stuff to get caught in the mail and then you get it two
Yeah.
weeks later and then it's like, so it's just that process right now. But I mean, hopefully really soon. And then, you know, as soon as
Okay.
COVID's over, we'll be doing pop-ups. My friend wants me to do like a little tour and hit different
Yeah.
places so that way we can rent food trucks and
That's
do
cool.
pop-ups
That's
in
very
people's neighborhoods
exciting.
and stuff like
Wow.
that. So.
So, as far as events, you said that you covered different events. What are some of the events that you've done?
So I've worked with a lot of
Okay.
different fashion companies and stuff like that for fashion shows. I did Wild 'N Out. Her name was Hi, My Name is T. She's
Nice.
like a YouTube influencer. I did her T-shirt release party and stuff like that. I've done baby
Yes.
showers left and right,
Right.
where I'm literally cooking and stuff like that. I've had my cupcakes at the Dodgers game
Very
with
cool.
Spectrum. You know, they have their little booth and
Very
stuff,
cool.
so we've had cupcakes for them.
Yeah.
We've tried different avenues. I mean, I've done some other events I can't really speak on. You know, just kind of like low key, like, oh yeah, I'll
Yeah.
show up. Didn't know you knew about me. Um, but it's a fun work in progress. You know, it's taken years to get to where it is now, and I look forward to where it's going
Yeah.
to go
It's very
to fruition in
exciting.
the
I know
future.
so many people were intrigued when I had posted that I was going to be doing the interview with you, and we're really excited. And it's just like, ooh, not safe for work cupcakes? What is this?
It's funny that name came about because the company started actually at my old job where I was like the training
Okay.
man, where I was a training sales trainer and stuff like that, and it was hilarious because my coworkers were just like, "Yo, like I need a pack of these every Friday. Like I don't care what you do when
Yeah.
my paycheck comes, have these ready." And I mean, for me, it was just
Wow.
a hobby. It was just something that was like, all right, cool, and I really enjoyed, and it showed like you know
Yes.
putting in the work. And now it's like, okay, this is a business. This is
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, even going into the kitchen some days, like my daughter and my mother see me on top, and I'll just be sitting there like this. They're just like, what's wrong? I'm just like, I'm taking in everything in
Wow.
here right now. My bookshelf
Nice.
is straight cookbooks. Like there's a bookstore down the street. They know me
Yeah.
now. Like when they have their cookbook sale, they're like, Mr. Jones, cookbook sale going on. I'll be right there. And literally, I'll buy 50 books because they'll give them to me for
Very
$1 a
cool.
piece, $5. And that's been a new thing for opening up. So when the catering drops, we're gonna have a
Nice.
nice little full plethora. We just finished the deviled egg recipe
Yes.
yesterday. I just actually started working with short ribs the other day.
Right.
I've worked with regular ribs, so I know how they are. But I
Wow.
just worked with short ribs. So I'm trying to find a pineapple teriyaki and like a rum short rib right
Wow.
now that I'm working on. Like it's
Yeah, lots of stuff going on. That's
everywhere.
so exciting.
It's
That's so
everywhere.
cool. It's so fun to come up with different recipes and stuff too. Yeah.
It's like art. And that's my daughter's biggest thing right now is art and just painting and stuff. So for her, the kitchen is kind of
Yeah.
like that same thing like it is for me. So it's just
Yeah.
display what you got for people and just make sure it tastes good. Make sure it's
Very
got
true.
that
And
flavor
I
for
feel like
everybody.
good food is so important right now. I feel like, we want something different, something because everyone's eating at home or they're cooking their own stuff and it kind of gets boring. Yeah.
It does, and I think that's one of the greatest things I think I'll give COVID for me
Yeah.
was being locked in the house. Is just like you have all this time. When you get bored, you're
Yeah.
gonna start cooking.
Be creative.
You're gonna start doing certain things, and it really did open up experimentation, which it actually did open up.
Yay.
Which I'm gonna actually show y'all right now because I forgot I got these right here. So basically, I've had four cupcakes on my site right now, and I have five brownies. I mean, five cookies, and then two brownies. I do have a fifth cupcake that I have to re-release, and then there's about 6 other ones that are specialty ones that come out once in a while. But I like things normally in threes. It's a weird thing with me. Like everything is three. Even the back of my hoodie right now has a 3 on it from my friend's company. It's like everything is in threes. So I've decided to drop a 6 cookie, and it took me a while. I've had a couple of people have tried this. One of my last orders, my best friend, she had a housewarming party, so she actually previewed it first for me. One of my neighbor who works for this company, is the owner of this company, he's actually gotten to preview them and smoke it while I work with. But what we'll be releasing on the site probably tomorrow, these are the new white chocolate chip with lemon and tequila built into the cookie.
Looks so yummy.
What we did was, so what I did was I took hold on, see if I get it down. Ooh, these actually, I can smell them too, which is perfect. It's perfectly like I just did these before I got on. But basically, what we did was we took the same premise that we do with our cupcake with mixing the Skittles in with tequila, except we added white chocolate to that as well too. So basically, we took that, mixed them together, melted them down, made sure the levels of alcohol were good on them, and we basically smeared them all over the tops of the white chocolate chip cookie. So now it's like literally a new, like it's like a white chocolate lemon dream cookie to me right now, and I've literally, and that's why I'm looking forward to dropping them this week. But I've laughed because everybody I've given these cookies to, they have, like, if I give them in a group to somebody, the 2 people fight over the last one. Like 2 of my friends were literally playing rock, paper, scissors over this. They were like, he was like, what we gonna do for this last cookie? He's like, rock, paper, scissors. He's like, 3-way battle. He's like, nah, straight up, man. I don't need the anxiety. And they're literally like, and stuff like that. I've had a couple of music artists that are up and coming and stuff like that try it out. He sent me the video of him trying the cookie. And he was just like, he couldn't talk. He couldn't talk. He just kept eating the cookie. And I was just like, oh my goodness. So that's the newest thing that I will be dropping this week. I'm looking forward to. I think it'll be a perfect compliment to our lemon tequila cupcake, since that is one of our number one.
Which one is your favorite?
Right now, so for me, if you're gonna ask the chef about his favorites, so I am okay. So me personally, I like cognacs. That's my favorite. Like if I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna drink a cognac. I drink like Hennessy. My number one cognac is Douce, of course. That's like my favorite drink when I go out with people. So for me, it's probably the Snickerdoodle Crown Royal cookies that I made, the Golden Sweets. Those are probably in my top. The Mama's Lemon Twister cupcakes are definitely gonna be in the top right there. My tropical medleys, the rum ones, it's a tropical medley cookie, oatmeal, white chocolate, and the rum mixture. That one is it's the sleeper. I tell that to everybody because everybody like when I put them out, nobody orders them. So I started giving them as samples to people when they order. The next day I'm getting calls like, yo, what was that cookie? Like, why, where, what is it? That's the sleeper one. And then I do have a secret menu, but I can't tell you that it's on the secret menu. The secret menu is composed of cupcakes that have been created for people and events. Like prior hand, like one of my friends owns Lavish, which is like a women's fashion company. They do photo shoots and stuff like that. They have a strawberry rose Clico cupcake with a whole strawberry on top that is theirs. And they're homemade, like it's a homemade rose Clico jam inside. Like that one's on the secret menu that they know about. But there's one on the secret menu that it's my cupcake. It is literally like, I don't care what nobody says. It is a pineapple upside down cupcake with
Oh my
dulce
God.
and brown sugar
That
built
sounds
into
so
it.
good.
So that one, it only comes out in it only comes out for the last two
Okay.
weeks of May and the first 2 weeks of June. So my birthday is May 29th,
Nice.
so it's the birthday cupcake. So that's the only time I release it. But that one is like that. I like
Yeah,
pineapple. So
that's your baby.
that's my baby. Like nobody gets that. I will not remake a cupcake in
Wow.
a pineapple upside down version. Like
Yeah.
you have to pay me to
I
give
can
that one
imagine.
up,
So I'm gonna be
basically.
like looking
So.
forward to your birthday time.
Hey, trust me, when it comes to
Yeah.
my birthday, like even one of my other friends, he has the same birthday as me.
Nice.
He has a specialty cupcake. Now his comes out occasionally, because his is popular. It's a Hennessy one,
Okay.
but he doesn't like chocolate, so I had to create
Wow.
a Hennessy cupcake without chocolate. So this one, it's basically it's
Uh-huh.
a butter pecan cupcake with with butter and brown sugar and Hennessy injected as the core for you. It then has
Oh my
a
gosh.
cherry buttercream frosting, and you get there's two choices. You can either do the Di Serono to give you
Right.
two kind of like cognacs in it, or you can stick with the Hennessy. We top it off with the cherry and sprinkle it with brown sugar and some of the
Wow.
actual cherry and Hennessy or juice that we use. And that's like that one is probably another crowd favorite. That's his cupcake. It always comes out in May too, but like every other month I release it, and if for some reason, like
Uh-huh.
the way my secret menu works is if any of those people ever ask for their cupcake,
Okay.
it'll automatically come out. My friend Christina Cooper, who does
Nice.
movies and stuff like that. she did South Central Love. We did a mango
Wow.
Ciroc cupcake for her
Oh my gosh.
with angel food cake. So, and I have people. She has fans that have
Yeah.
been asking me like, "Yo, when is that cupcake drop again?" I'm like, when she hits me up, when
Then
she
she'll
hits
get
me
some,
up and she wants some cupcakes, y'all will see it drop again, basically.
Nice.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
It's
It
fun
sounds like
all
it's lots of fun,
around.
lots of
But
creativity
you
too, all
know,
the different things. Has anyone ever tried to tell you to infuse your cupcakes with
oh
anything
yeah.
else?
Not yet. I mean, my thing is you
Yeah.
want to focus on your niche. And even then, the niche is
Yeah.
something for a particular crowd. So right now with marketing and stuff like that, it's
Yeah.
just, bars aren't open like how they are and stuff like that. So finding my particular niche crowd right now is a little hard. Plus, like I said, I'm not social media type. I'm usually
Yeah.
out and about getting my clientele and doing it. So for me, having to take that seat back. But we
Nice.
want to expand down the line. I mean, main thing is focusing on the niche, and then of course
Right.
non-alcoholic infused for my daughter's half of stuff. We do get people that are like, I want you to cater, but I just don't want the alcohol. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it, I got you. I can pull that out and
Yeah.
reconfigure stuff. And I got vegan
Yes.
people, vegan and healthy stuff. I got to
Very
get on
cool.
that train right now. I got a lot of people that like, I need something vegan.
Yeah.
I want to support, but I
So
need
I
something
feel back
vegan.
and
I'm
forth
like,
between being vegan and
okay,
vegetarian. So yeah, yeah. So I'm
okay,
excited too. And I
okay.
was going to ask you about your daughter. If she eats some of the cupcakes, and then if she also helps you make them.
So she handles basically the
Okay.
pre-process of everything, of course. She does mixing the batters, she knows
Wow.
how to get everything going. As far as like at basically the usual process that you would use
Okay.
to bake a cupcake, she can do all that. At the end, after everything is baked and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and you got to doll it up and ice it and all that stuff, that's when the actual alcohol
Okay.
insertion process takes in. That's what a lot of people fail to realize.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's baked out.
Kind of, sort of not.
if you know how to do it the right way, I do a lot of fermenting, so a lot of ingredients sit in the alcohol for weeks on end
Okay.
before they use. This is a process. Um, I'll tell people like, it's got some hit to it or not. Like I use the jar that's been
Right.
sitting for like 6 months over in the corner, saturating because you said you needed
Right.
something special for the party or whatnot. Um, but all my outdoor market stuff, like when you see me in public and everything like that, it's at a level that's
Okay.
equivalent to like beer and stuff like that. We have to follow those rules, of course. But little one is honestly, she's
Wow.
creating her own path, but she's
Yeah.
learning the basics. Um, Like this weekend, we have an interview, I think, on Hollywood Gems or something. She's gonna be cooking fried chicken. That's the first recipe she
Wow,
learned
that's
from
so
her
cool.
grandmother, not me. This is her. Yeah, she's gonna show y'all grandma's recipes with that. That's her learning to do stuff. Even with
Wow.
cookies, like she'll make her own cookies and everything. She won't put nothing in
Yeah.
the oven. She don't like fire or heat. She
Yeah.
is like, nah, I'm cool. You do that. But she's just as inquisitive,
I
being
love that.
as she sees what I do, like, and she follows suit. If there's a towel
Oh,
on my shoulder, there's a towel on
yeah.
her shoulder. Our children follow it. They don't
Yeah.
hear us all the time. They
Yeah.
look at us and they follow it. So just
That's
seeing that
awesome.
little shadow like taking up
Yeah.
every little bit of your craft,
Oh,
that's the blessing of it. And
yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. Right now, school is focused. We know school, but like Dr. Seuss
Wow.
Day, we've done stuff for the school. She's had me in a cat in a hat
That's
suit,
cool.
bringing cupcakes,
Yeah.
of weird proportions and stuff. So it'll grow for her,
And I
but
love
just let her
that you're such
discover
a
on
good
her own.
example for her, and that you're really teaching her how to be independent and how to help others and how to be creative and how to have fun, but do something family oriented and give back to people.
Oh yeah, the focus is just you want to show them
Yeah.
the right path, but at the same time let them handle their journey the same
I
way
love
as
that.
they always have. So with that. And I think my daughter's always learned that from me. Like, I can show you stuff,
Yeah.
but you're gonna do your own thing, 100%, you
Yeah.
know, be you. And that's one thing I instill in every day. I'm like, be an individual. Don't follow
Yes.
everybody. Be your own self. And she shows it every day. Trust me. Like I
Yes.
said, we'll be back. I'll bring her on here with me. We'll be on here, and she'll be the bucket of energy you'll need. I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna
That's
let
so
y'all
cute.
talk.
Yeah.
I'll be
And
back.
I
We'll
feel like
cook
the
something
most
real quick.
creative people and the people that are really making a change create their own path. And I feel like with your business, you created your own path, and it's something very unique and something very different. And it sounds incredible. It made me hungry.
I mean, my whole thing was bringing something new to people, but also having fun. Not everybody likes to drink.
Yeah.
This is a way for you to enjoy something. With all your friends that like to drink, you could be eating a cookie and it has
Yeah.
like just a little crisp taste of alcohol to it, just to make it fit in and stuff like that. But also changing the rules on stuff. A lot of people are so used to things being a certain way. I've seen other companies that do it. They got the little test
Yeah.
tubes, as I call them, in the cupcake, where you squeeze too much, you just
Yeah.
flooded your cupcake. You don't put nothing in it. You try to drink the liquor.
No.
No, we took all that out. I wanted to innovate. There's always a way
Yes.
to innovate, make something better, and that's what my company is all about:
I love it.
innovation. You know, it's spreading a fun time to people, and just being about greatness and being
Yes.
spreading good
I
vibes,
love that.
good
I love
things.
that.
That's
I was
all we
going
want.
to ask you, what do you want to be remembered by?
It's not even a matter of being remembered in my mind. It's a matter of me knowing that I did my best to spread kindness and great
Love it.
things around the world. As long as I know in my mind that I've done my part to make the world a better place and to show that
Right.
and to install that into my daughter, um, it's not a matter of what everybody
Yeah.
else looks out as me as. I tell that to everybody. You can sit here and worry about what everybody thinks of you, but at the end of the day, you know yourself inside better than anybody,
Yeah.
and that's the person you have to live. So as long as you inside are happy with yourself and you know that you're doing it for the good, that's all
Mm-hmm.
that matters at the end of the day. And like I said, as long as I know I'm putting my best foot forward, helping,
Yeah.
bringing awareness to the right causes, the right things, and raising my daughter in the best light that I
I love
can,
that so
that's
much.
all I
Yeah.
care about.
So true. And it's good to make a difference and to help inspire other people. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, got to. You got to. As I tell everybody
Yeah.
all the time, I'm like, she's the future. I'm just here for
Yeah.
now. But when I leave, she's going to be continuing on what we want. So
Yeah.
instill those qualities in your kids now. And it's not just talking to them.
Yeah.
You have to show it. Like I said, something as small as a towel over the
Yeah.
shoulder, my child copies it. Imagine what
That's
else
true.
that she's
That's very
copying,
true.
that she's seeing.
Yeah. Yeah. You have so much love for you. Thanks, guys. Yay. 100.
Oh yeah, I see those.
Nice.
Those are some day ones. Like they've been there
Shout out.
since the company has started. Like I know
I
these
love
guys
it.
are from Farai, Lex. I see you guys out there.
Yeah.
They know they've been there
Oh.
when my daughter was born. You know, they've
Yeah.
seen me go through the process. They probably
That's
do
very
most of the
cool.
stuff.
That's very cool. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to let the viewers know?
Just always stay in touch with us. Check us out at NSFW Pantry, not safe for word pantry. That's our Instagram. That's our Twitter, even though I'm not on there. Sorry, I'm learning. Website, same thing,
Nice.
nsfwpantry.com. Check us out. Feel free to check in. You'll be seeing more videos with me and the brat cooking as well too. New drops coming up and everything, and looking forward to
Yeah,
you know, bringing
exciting. I
some new
can't
stuff
wait.
to
I'm
everybody.
gonna keep looking at your stuff.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get you. We gonna get you. I got, you know what? I've been doing these interviews, y'all everywhere. I'm gonna just do my interviewers like package. I'm gonna just take a picture and be like, you see, each one of you got a box on the way. Be happy.
I love it. Thank you so much for today. It was such a pleasure.
Pleasure was
Yes.
all mine. Look forward to
Yes,
talking
take
to you
care.
again soon.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. Thank you guys.